San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Tulsa Golden Hurricane and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Tulsa head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Roadrunners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From deep, it's Ross. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sells to run, looking to pass. Going for a big play right off the bat. Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Tulsa, 7, UTSA, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Out wide right, it's Campbell. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. This is a designed run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Needs it here on 4th down. At the 45 on its way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his man, it's Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Right side, it's Allen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit, My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Calls his own number. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The fake wants to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground, but you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs. All those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And it'll be down right there. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this all
snags it, and there's running room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's West. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. The run inside. It's Henderson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's McCown. Out wide right, it's Henderson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do...
Gets loose in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Tells the run, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tulsa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Making the adjustment. Right back to the well. Just smothered on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Amador. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Henderson. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball there. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And it's the Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it. Now the pitch. There's some room. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He throws into the middle of the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a deep grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his...
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
UTSA 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moves the pocket. It's McCown. Still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Runs for the tackle. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And back to the air on second down. Right side, it's Allen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Hit as he throws. Just got rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Campbell. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Left side is Allen. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide left, it's Henderson. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, the missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Sees an alley. Enough to move the chains. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 7 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide right, it's Allen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. He fires one deep down the right side. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tulsa. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And it's the Roadrunners in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Got it down the field. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though.
Makes the grab in their space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He's changing the play.
Eagle, check, eagle. Burn him.
Looking to throw. Makes the pass. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa. Great job by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air. It's McCown. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on 4th down. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. The Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And it's the Roadrunners are marching down the field. He wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it way down the field. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Look out! It's a fumble! Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Roadrunners! He got it back corner of the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
UTSA 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Callaway. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Hands it off on the counter. Past the 6. Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.